Rogers MasterCard, the best no annual fee cashback card in Canada. Visit rogersbank.com.
That is a holiday spirit dissolved for you this morning.
December 1st. It's coming.
December 1st is tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it's today, friend.
Are you?
Oh my God, it's today.
You were so
I
serious.
wanted to hang on in November for so long. All right, you know what? Goodbye, November.
See you later.
See you.
It can't be. No, I'm serious. I felt like Labor Day was last week.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
I know.
It's really moving.
I feel like it was October just the other day, just a month ago.
But you know what? I appreciate it because that means December. I'm hoping we can really make it through the coldest months of the year.
Exactly.
December, January, February.
January's gonna be the slow.
Sorry, everyone. Worst.
Yeah.
That's when all the snow hits.
Dragging out everything.
Speaking of dragging out.
I set you up there.
Boom. The Eglinton Crosstown LRT. So we are entering year 52 of construction. Or so it feels, especially if you have a business along that route. So the head of Metrolinx says people won't know when it will be open until 3 months before it opens to the public. Okay, so 3 months before it's going to happen, they're going to let us know it's going to happen. Yesterday, the director of Metrolinx, Phil Verster, gave us an update and laid out the exact day that it's going to open up. Just kidding. He has no information.
We will announce an opening date for Eglinton Crosstown 3 months before opening day. We are not there yet. And our contractor, CTS, is finding issues that must be fixed before we can open Eglinton Crosstown for safe and reliable passenger services.
Gets better. He also went on to say, despite the fact they have no information to give us, they're going to have like a media day next week. Where I assume it's going to be like Hard Hat City and all, it's the vest,
podium.
all that stuff.
In the tunnels.
In the tunnels.
Yeah.
But there's no, the only thing anyone wants to know about, Phil Verster, who's the worster, give us the information we need because this is outrageous. Look, I'm going to say this, you can go anywhere you want with us, that guy shouldn't be in that position. Enough. Enough of people in positions of power who don't do their jobs. And I know we got a list an arm long of people in that situation, but this is kind of important for a lot of businesses who were suffering as it was because of the pandemic. Add this and all the closures to it. That guy should not be talking to any level of media at any point. I'm done. Who would like to take it from there?
You go, Sam.
You know, I was just going to say, when it comes to Phil Verster, he's CEO of Metrolinx, and we know that he's not the one in the tunnel building this, and we know that. However, I feel like there needs to be like an acceptance of this terrible job that has been done and like a full apology. And you do have to set a goal. I'm sorry, you can't just say, I'll tell you that I'm doing it 3 months from now, 3 months from when I do it. That's not, you need to actually set a date so that you can light a fire under everyone's, you know what, and get this done and working safely. We're into year 13.
Yeah.
Isla's would be in grade 9. Can you imagine that? That's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. I think you're completely right with there needs to be some transparency. I think that people will respond better to that. But I also know, just like thinking from a customer service standpoint, of putting a date out, and we've been seeing this. They put a date out, we don't make it, and it's extended, and so I feel like they're just like, all right, how about we just not put a date out and try to just get this done? But I don't understand why every step of the way they're finding problems with what they just did. It sounds like we're just going in this never-ending circle. And when is it ever going to end? When are we going to see this open?
No, I mean, listen, Caroline Mulrooney was involved in this portfolio.
Yeah.
She was moved off yet another portfolio. We're going to have a whole conversation with Caroline Mulrooney. But this is like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't worked in the construction industry like that, but this isn't my first day in the city. You can throw money at a problem. You can't throw money at a lot of problems and get the results you want. But if we're talking delays, if we're talking we need new infrastructure, this track's not right, we need to fix this, there is some level, the way I think, there's some level of cash funds that can help move this along. I think there's a lot of political capital in the Ford government. And I know this wasn't his decision, I realize that, but now it's his problem. And someone's going to look like, we talked about someone looking like a hero for the Danforth and coming in as a title sponsor.
Yeah.
Someone going to, like, Premier Ford, this is sitting there waiting for him on a tee to be, can you imagine that opening, that media event? Hard Hat City, and finally this 19-kilometer stretch is done. He can claim that, and justifiably so.
Right.
Someone needs to get on this, or at least give more financial help to the businesses along that stretch, because that's a joke.
100%. I think that's what I'm thinking about the most, is the people, the businesses that have been dealing with this, the businesses that have closed because they have not been seeing the amount of people come in to spend the money to keep the economy going. So I think that's like where the biggest problem really lies. And of course, the people that aren't able to use the transit system that we're putting our tax dollars towards, right?
Yes. All right, so aside from that, everything's going great with the Eglinton LRT. Looking forward to the press conference next week where he has no answers. We'll have full coverage of that here on Breakfast Television. Tammy's got news coming up. Also, if you're into wellness, chances are you've heard of Other Ship. Coming up at 7:40, our BT correspondent, Jessica Panetta, is from their new location in Yorkville. Something tells me she is going to be attempting the cold plunge, mainly because she told me she was earlier this week. Wait and see. More BT coming up. Oh, that looks cold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
But good for your wellness.